All right, guys. So I want to break down support and resistance as simply as possible. So, for instance, the support, I like to call it the floor, and the resistance, the ceiling, basically. So here we have the floor here, support, the floor here, the support, the floor through here, where it bounces off and bounces off. It's at the bottom. That's the floor, so that's the support. The resistance is basically just the same, but the opposite, where the distribution phase is. So you can see the tops here, the tops here, the tops of the candles here, here, and here. This one here is just maybe one candle, so we kind of want more candles really for confirmation. So within support, I mean, the stock comes down and it drops and it stops and doesn't go down anymore and starts to consolidate sideways. So then it puts in support. The stock has found something to the left, which is support here, and doesn't want to go down further because that's the floor where it is now. It's hard to push back or hard to push down through that support here. We also have this consolidation sideways here, but for this support, I want to zoom out further so you can see better. So here you can see that we have support all through here, and then if you look to the right, which the stock was here before, you can see that we've come all the way down and then we've found support to the left here, and then it's gone down it's not gone down no further here because this support is too strong, so it stays in this zone and then eventually comes up. So let's just get rid of that. So if you'll have a look, for instance, on this side, we have a lot more support and resistance points. So you can see that we have this section here, support, this section here, support, this, and this. So if I'm trading and my trades are setting, say my trade is like here, this downwards trend here, and then it breaks. Before this, I want to be actually looking to the left further to see where my resistance is. So if you look further to the left here, support, sorry, if you look to the left here, you can actually see all this support. So I want to draw my support line straight across. And you can see with this breakdown, if you're unsure where the stock's going to fall, just draw your support line here, and then exactly it just bounced straight off that line, didn't go any further, stayed within this range then, and then we headed back up. So that's just one indicator that I like. So here we had, this is today actually, nearly a breakout that we have. We had the breakdown and then we come down here, but before we had the full breakdown, I want to be looking to the left to see where my supports are. So initially this here and this one here. So I draw a line across here. You can draw multiple support lines before your trade, and then from this chart here all the way across here. Why I like to plot two on, because obviously the stock come down and bounced off these support lines here, so that was great. But if we actually come through, then we're heading down to the next support lines, which would have been these here, but it didn't anyway. We come down here and then back up. The resistance is basically just the same but opposite. So we have the distribution phase, which is here and here, here and here. And if the stock initially gets past, say, comes up, comes down, comes up, sometimes it would stop with the resistance. It's hard to get through the ceiling. But if it does push through that, then we get back up further to the next resistance, which is here. See how it's pretty much in line. And then eventually we can push past through that. If not, then we consolidate sideways for a while and then we break down again. So this is all support and resistance that I use in my trading. I hope this helps. And then on to the next video. If you like and subscribe, that will be great. Appreciate it much.